I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me.
Great Rod isn't, y'all. I think I took it of the YouTube thing. It wasn't YouTube, it was me. It was me. And this camera. Get your mat. Get your weights. Line up if you're walking wall to wall. Ha ha! Working with these cameras. Jump on your bike. I guess if you can see the treadmill and me walking on it, that's what's important.
I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking.
I'm cleaning my glasses, y'all.
I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
Yeah. Let's get this party started. Yes. Great rising. The clouds again was blocking the orb in the sky. I tell ya. So, the more I do this, and it'll be 2 years on Emancipation Proclamation Day, I'm still learning. I am still learning, especially with these cameras. It's times like these that make me wish I had a grandchild. I was like, come help Grandma with a show. And she'll teach you how to edit and do all kind of stuff. And then anything you want to do, Grandma will help you do what you gotta do. And we go back and forth creating stuff. Ha ha ha! Great risings! Yes! Ra is that orb in the sky, honey. I try to cut down on all that other stuff. It's an orb. Some people say a planet, but you can't live on it. I wrote this down, but I didn't talk about it, but it was on my mind so much. I see why it's better I wear a red undershirt. I mean a black undershirt than a white undershirt. What can you say? Man, I am so glad that my mother left Virginia. I mean, she was a young girl. She already had a baby. She already had a baby. Young girl. But she knew it was nothing for her in Smithfield, Virginia. It wasn't set up to be nothing for her there. Y'all call it systematic racism. But things were in place for her not to make it there. And she broke free. Yeah, she wanted dancing. Yeah, she wanted saying. Yeah, she wanted drinking. Yeah, she wanted theater. Yes, she wanted excitement. Yes, she wanted Playland. Yes, she wanted Coney Island. Yes. And she wanted education because she knew she wasn't getting the full deal in Virginia and Smithfield. And from what I'm seeing, and it holds to reason, this is why this whole, like they call it the white flight bullshit, blah, 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 bullshit, blah, blah. What it is they instantly start taking, say if the normal thing for the community was clean water. They all had jobs, good jobs that paid well, of course. That's how they set it up. And then the law says, no, you gotta let minorities and black people in. And of course, they know they're coming in not being able to pay the rent, not as much. They know this already. It's statistically known. White men make more than everybody. White women second. Black men, then black women with all the children. But the responsibilities are the same, if not more. So that's put in place already. But she broke free. And I'm so happy. Because from what I'm seeing in Philadelphia, they is drinking mud water. They didn't even know they would be drinking mud water. It was a shock to them. But something tells me all the way through and all along. I remember when I lived in Greenwich. I turned on the water one day. I said, what is this? I flushed the toilet. I said, what this is? I called the peoples. I said, what is going on? Why is this water brown? Do I gotta make one of them town RTM, what the hell it is called, the health department, and everybody over here, what the hell is going on? Why is this water brown? Something flushing the lines. We put out a notice, don't do something with the water. No, they didn't. Because it was in the daytime. I had to be to work at 12. People who was already in the morning, it was probably fine, and they probably flushed it out when they figured nobody would be using it. But you need to tell people. But you imagine them people in Mississippi, Alabama, well, all them places, because it's all going to come take, because them Republicans and took all the money, they decide. White people getting the money and black people ain't. Black people don't care. Because guess what? They look at the brown water as God cursing them just for being. They sit in those cults and they hear it all the time. So they don't even really know. I mean, people coming and handing them cold water and clear water, but they ain't worried about that. See, if they supposed to make it through this brown water thing, then that means God wants them to live. And if they drink the brown water and die and the kids have mental retardation or whatever the case may be, they don't care. God got them. Me, I'd be looking for a filter filtration. I have a filtration up here. And this is supposed to be clean water. But there's ways to make your water cleaner. Just know that these things have been in place for hundreds and hundreds of years. You ride a car that you got to flush the engine and the thing and the this and that because shit get clogged up. But They don't care. Isn't that the Farber thing that built the volleyball thing with the money that's supposed to feed the little starving babies? But them people in that state, they don't care like that. They praying on it, they waiting on it, something's gonna happen, change. Everybody with them is gonna do it. That's the way they was trained for hundreds of generations. For 100 or more. That's where they trained. Maybe I'm extreme with the 100 or more, but you know what I'm saying? At least 10, 20. That's where they trained. They don't care. The cults have stepped in and said it's fine. Fine. I remember even when they did the same thing in Detroit, that was another place. That was another one. They went through the brown water phase. Excuse me, y'all. I'm going to have to put my hands up in the air. Let's see. Okay. Slow down a little bit. Wow. Oh, but I'm drinking clean water with a little lemon in it. So, I'm so grateful. And that's why you see me walking, because I'm grateful to myself. And for my daughter. Read. Any kid that I have, companion, taken care of, etc., knows my main thing is read. I don't want that fast. Read. Know stuff. Learn stuff. I know as far as that cult down there was concerned, my future was laid out for me. I was supposed to be pregnant by, please. Okay? Pregnant by a lot of men in South Carolina, but that's the outlook for bastards. But no, this brain, this heart, this business body that I just want to take care of, I just want to take care of my body. I'm all right. We got the hell up out of there. Unscathed. And that's why I'm walking. I'm appreciative to my matter. My matter matters to me. Can you imagine? They do it up here all the time. I saw it when I read, is it Three Swans? 3 generations of Chinese women coming up through the emperors to Chairman Mao. And though what's going on here, somehow you can see it a lot better when you look outside, or you read somebody else's voice, which is, I think the writer was Chan, C-H-A-N. I can't remember the first name. And problem when you find out that the cruelties of German Mao and in Germany was mimicked by how the white Americans treated African Americans in this country. So if you think you don't affect anything in this country, those scientific experiments, they blame that man in Germany, World War II. He got it from the experiments done on our ancestors. Who had no rights, especially the women. They mimicked it. So you see, the longer you let someone do stuff like that, it carries on to other things as well. Now, see how our ancestors would have jumped up and beat down some real ass, gone ham, gone Zulu all over the motherfucking place. You wouldn't have had a German Mao. And you wouldn't have that thing in Germany. But they studied how it was done to us and did it to them. Just like here in America. Just 4 years ago, they tested how it was to take little babies and men and women and throw them in cages. How big would the outcry be? So now they want to try it again. And like they say with serial killers, they start with little innocent animals and they move up. And they move up and they move up. And I'll give you that example. Going back to Mississippi, Alabama, and them. They took money out of babies' mouths to build a fucking ball arena, volleyball battle. I don't give a damn. The other day, I was in the store and they had to lock up the Enfamil. Enfamil is the baby's milk, Pablum. They have it locked up. Yep, they have it locked up. Where no one can get to it. Because the mothers were stealing it. Look at the society. Mothers have to steal milk. That's why the stores have to lock it up. Then in Alabama, Brownwater State, the African Americans ain't gonna do nothing. They call themselves black. They probably, I think they still down there call themselves Negroes. They're not gonna do anything. They're gonna get their Bible, get on their knees and pray and call it good. Because that's what they have been trained to do all those years. And here's the problem. Now they all gonna start doing it. They all gonna start taking the baby's money and use it for something that ain't supposed to be used for. And they're gonna say, ain't nobody did nothing in Alabama, Mississippi, then. Let's see how much we can do. Let's see how much more ignorance we can find out there. There's a lot they can find. Ain't that something? I was gonna say, ain't that a hot mess? That's why you gotta stop. And they said serial killers, you gotta stop when they start killing animals because they can kill kids, then they kill women. Only the bold ones go to killing men. But everybody else stay with babies and women. And kids, teenagers. If they're not stopped. So now, it's something. I'm just so glad my mother and my sperm donor left the South to have me in a northern state. And then when I found myself put back down there, that's why you see me walking. It was this body, this heart, this mind, this body and heart, as a young teenager that made the right moves that got me the hell up out of there. No, I don't want to be sitting down counting my fingers, looking through a window as everything around me deteriorates. No, I ain't doing that kind of life. Mm-mm. Nope. Hey, 20 minutes already. 20 minutes already, y'all. We're gonna drink some water, take a little break, and then we're gonna wrap up our walk. The best day of my morning, best part of my morning, best day of my morning, best part of my morning. Yes, indeed, I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Yes, indeed, I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Yes, indeed, I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. I remember in choir, they used to have, we had this Christmas song. One was a black man, so they sing. You can look it up on YouTube. I found it on there. I was so happy because after a while I started saying, Was that ever really a song? I couldn't find it anyway. But good old YouTube. Good old YouTube in the tubies. Yes. So it said of the three wise men, of course, cult stuff. Three wise men. All men are wise. Three wise men who came to the king. One was a brown man, so they say. So, for our choir director, we did that with A.B. Brown that year. And little psychotic music director. Our music director was cool, Mr. Brown. He was just all laid back. And this psycho, well, he had gender issues, within himself. But he kept saying, don't say king, say king. Of the three wise men who followed the star. Oh, one was a brown man from afar. Okay, that's not the one. Of the three wise men who, went to the king, one was a wise man, so they sing. Anyway, I just thought about that. So, last night I got, my cousin is so sweet. She is so sweet. She tries to help me in my little things that I'm doing, even as her life is so busy. And I feel kind of guilty. I really feel kind of guilty asking her to do stuff for me, like, we're working on the podcast, when she doesn't have any time to put to it. You know what I'm saying? But I already know that. I already know that she got, mad shit on her plate. Okay? How she's functioning under that weight. I be walking on the treadmill, running around corners, lift the weights, to be able to put up with that kind of weight. So, but I appreciate so much for her helping, but I know she can't help all the way. So, we did a little snip for the upcoming season of The Pond Moves First. And it's very hard to, to get it put in place because you got time and issues. And like I said, my cousin is trying. She is trying. But I gotta say, I love you, cuz. Thanks for trying. But handle what's on your plate. Don't worry about your little cousin. Well, I'm older than her. And I always say, I'm older than you. She said, by 3 months. You see how the bastard wound up being the oldest girl of the sister and the two brothers, the Hodges. So, I did the editing and stuff of that, but I'm gonna meet with Ralph, and then I'll do a little re-editing, and I'll get Ralph's clearance, and then I'll be coming out with the season 4 Philly. I love you, cuz. She's the reason why we got in Philadelphia. So that's why she was trying so hard to work with me on the podcast. That's why she was trying, because she helped me get into Philadelphia to do the filming of Neighbors. She introduced, well, you'll hear it in the introduction. And she was trying to help me do the podcast, especially on the Philly side, but she's got too many obligations. But when blood is thick, yep, see my earrings? I just we'll talk earrings and sell earrings and try to put a little money in her pocket. You know? So, oh, that's why I love my mother. Yep, I just said it. And I got myself out of Charleston. Not with a baby in tow, not with a husband, not running from the law, nothing. I got on a Greyhound bus and went to Knoxville, Tennessee, to Knoxville College. As they say, you leave the right way, you never got to go back. And I can tell you, I went back once to introduce my daughter to her great-grandmother. That was the scariest 2 weeks of my life. Somehow my tickets got missing, and I was literally stuck down there. Even my grandmother saying, oh, it's not that big a deal, you can stay down here. And for me, like I told you, there was this little person inside of me that started screaming and saying, not again, not again. And it wasn't a family member. I had two sisters up here. But I called them. They damn near slammed the phone down on me. And then I called my landlord. She knew I worked. She knew I had to get back for a job. She wired that money just as good, and we made our way home. I think she wired us train money. And then I went back for my grandmother's funeral and kept them tickets on me like they was part of my heart. I strapped them on me. I wore them. I was not going to be stranded in South Carolina ever again. And me, I'd rather walk on a bed of red ants than to cross into South Carolina. That's the red state. They probably just like Mississippi and don't know it. They don't care about stuff like that. They care about who fucking, who get married, who having babies, who selling drugs, who shooting who, and taking all your money and giving it to the cult leader at the cult meetups. And that's all they care about. They ain't gonna rock the boat. They ain't gonna say nothing. I left there. I know I lived there. If the white man said that's the way it's supposed to be. They don't go in white people's areas, so they don't know whether they live in better or worse than them. They don't go into those areas. They don't mix. They don't mingle. So just like in Mississippi, I said, oh, Jackson, they have no water. They have no... And this is horrible. And it's horrible. Not the people in Jackson. They say, oh, this government ain't nothing. Ain't never been nothing. Ain't never did nothing. I knew this was going to happen. Well, let's just go to the cult meeting, give all our money to the cult people, and get our Bibles and get on our knees. The white man is going to handle it. And in between, selling drugs and shooting up. They don't even know how gangs start. Don't you know how gangs start? Mothers and fathers teach their kids how to become a gang. You take them to the cult meetings, and in the cult meetings you sit in the pulpit, and there's someone in the front. Ain't that the front man? That's the way gangs are. Now the cult leader, he has his men. They call deacons. If you're big enough, you have assistant cult leaders. And then you have the deacons. That's how gangs are. You take your little boy and your little girl to cult meetings for 5 years and they see how they operate, but they don't want to believe in no blonde-haired guy with blue eyes and sandals and the returning and all that stuff. That's not real for them. What's real for them is the games. And when they do something, it's real. Going to jail is real. Being killed is real. Waiting for a blonde-haired, blue-eyed person to come back, that ain't real. Because you never took them to a park or zoo. You never took that time that you spent, the 4 hours you put at the cult. You never spent the 4 hours at home with them, going over their homework, telling them how to cook, how to clean, take care of themselves. Won't do that. Won't go to a parent-teachers meeting, but you'll always go to a cult meeting if that cult leader told you to be there. That teacher tell you to be there because it's your child, that ain't enough. But you want to know how gangs start. They said, how could, and I did it through neighbors, pawns, little pawns, how can they control your children so much? Easily. They learn it from church. There's people who sit on the pews, followers, and there are people who stand in the front, leaders. Same thing with gangs. You train them. Mommy, my teacher needs you to go to school. No, I got this cult meeting we got to go to. We got to go somewhere and sing. Mommy, we're having a book sale and they need parents to come to. No. They're having a breakfast for the cult leaders and we women got to be there to serve them. That's important. So he learns to be a good follower, because that's what you teach him. But you want him to follow that man that stands in front of the pulpit, in front like you do. He don't believe that stories that man is telling. And you shouldn't either, but you do. So stop asking. And again, stop asking why. Why is it black on black crime? Why do we go around and kill each other? And we shoot each other? Okay, I tell you, I used to hear it all the time. There was this drunk dude who was naked. And some dude who happened to be some African guy, some dark-skinned guy, some Ethiopian or something from way back in the way back, if that's to be true. The story is so old, so. And he saw the drunk man naked doing stuff to, I don't know, boys, girls, or whatever. And he looked at the black man and he said, because you saw me in my nakedness, you and your family will be cursed forever. I had to sit there and hear that. So now you go home and you look at your kids and start calling them cursed. Liars. Liars. Ain't gonna do nothing. I'm telling you. I was in that cult. My grandmother's cult. They had no hope or aspirations or no shit like that. Get married. Get a man. Satisfy him. Take care of him. Have his kids. Take care of his kids. Take care of him. Make sure everybody gets to the cult. Take all your money, give it to the cult and the cult leaders. And that's it. That's your whole purpose of life. And then along the way, if you learn something, you break away from it just as fast as you can and be so glad that you got out of the cult. And then you start working on getting the cult out of you. That's why I walk. And that's why I mind this business. Ha ha! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's why I'm creative, solo, but I think I found a good mate as far as Ralph is concerned, because he enjoys chess. So he'll talk chess, and I'll talk about neighbors. And when my cousin can, and if my cousin can, and if she can't, then that's fine too, because I know her heart is there with me. Then she'll come in and out if she can, you know? I can't imagine having the weight that my cousin has on her at our age. I don't have that. I don't. And that's why I walk every day. That's why I give this body its due. And I said, blood, come all the way up here, because we got to keep manifesting. I said, blood, come all the way up here. We got to keep manifesting. I said, blood, come over here. We need the blood to get up here and the oxygen for the manifesting. Ha ha ha! Yes! Working together. Working together. Ha ha ha! Hey! Thanks for coming on the walk. I have to say hi to Diane, Canada. Canada. So, oh, I got love, I got thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. This is the best part of the day. Where I tell my body, thank you very much. Yes. So it's going to be a little delay. I knew I was going to get the preview out for the Pond Moves first this week. But I got to go back in and do a little tweaking, work with Ralph a little bit. And today is Thursday. I should have something out by Friday. And then we'll go from there. Yes, indeed, honey. You're always grateful for people's help, but you always got to know when to say, you can't help me because you have to help yourself. Sometimes you got to say that for people. You know? Like a person can't walk, trying to help a person that can walk. Focus on your walking and you're learning to walk. But they said that's how family is. They put others before themselves. I don't want my cousin to do that. I want her to focus on Jerings and herself. When I get Jerings, she'll come on. We'll talk Jerings. Maybe that makes her feel better, makes her feel good, you know? It makes her think about other things, because she's a very caring person. Very caring. She got a whole lot of brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews and grandnieces, grandnephews and everything. I ain't got none of that. I ain't got none of that. Not by my choice. Bastard. Bastards are very limited. There's an agreement. If you allow my bastard to be part of the family, I will ignore her. Trust me, I will not give her any more than absolutely necessary by law. And I'll never treat her as good as the other kids. So, with that in mind, that means whew, let's take a deep breath. My throat is so scratchy choky. Okay. Whew. Let's get our weight. Squeeze our gut. Tuck in our elbow. Neither up nor down. I'm going to, right? 15. Oh, that's a good look. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Now I know what these are. Tuck your elbow in, squeeze your gut. Whew, neither up nor down. 15. Let's go. And one for good luck. Yes. Whew. Yes. Please like, comment, share, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Thank you, my subscribers. Every time I see that number, I am happy, but I am shocked. I know the only entertaining old people got Alzheimer's, cussing, fighting with somebody. I know they're the ones that really do stuff on Facebook that's entertaining. So I thank you, subscribers.
So happy to be
Ooh.
happy.
And my Facebook friends, my long, steady friends. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. I guess at a certain time, I get kicked off of Facebook. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Yeah. Yeah. Like, comment, share. Gulp and sip. Okay. All right.
Walking. Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Oh, yeah. Just for me.
Hey, y'all, give me a minute. We go to Gulp and sip.
I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy.
Hey,
Walking.
y'all thought y'all was getting out of the water gulping and chat? Really? Really? I don't know what goes on. I don't know what goes on. Yes. Let's go back this water real fast. For Facebook got some place to go. Like, comment, share. Ooh. I got to show y'all how much money I have, how much water I got in. I mean, I just did some really good gulping. I'll remember tomorrow. Yes. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Remember, drink your water. Water goes down, air comes up. Water goes down, air comes up. You know, I probably need to explain this. This is my fall forestry, but at the bottom is my Halloween and Thanksgiving design. That's the black thing. I guess you can see a lot better behind me. Almost. Like, comment, share, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe. Y'all see my roller skating video right on YouTube and on Facebook? It's really helping me with my back. It's a priority for me. Also, trying to keep my feet and toes is a priority. Trying to stay ahead of the sugar man. The sugar man enslaved my family, but it ain't gonna take me out. I gave up sugar man. Ghost, entity, whatever. Crystal, liquid, stalk. Since you got my ancestors, but you ain't never gonna get me. No, I don't got to drink sugar. Not cane sugar. There's so many other sweet things out here. I don't got to mess with the cane. The cane took out my ancestors, but it ain't gonna take me out. Hey! Thanks for coming on a walk. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Thanks for all your help. Have a wonderful, all your support. I appreciate it so much. Have an excellent day.